ang Senate Bill number 1506 sa ilalim ng Committee Report number 10, Kadena Act o Blockchain the Budget Act. Isang panukalang magtatayo ng digital budget portal na magbubukas sa buong bayan ng lahat ng transaksyon ng gobyerno. Ginoong Pangulo, matagal na pong hinaing ng sambayanan ang tanong, saan ba napupunta ang pera ng bayan? Ilang dekada na po tayong nabubuhay sa kakulangan ng datos at katiyakan. Sa pamamagitan po ng kadena, makikita at masusundan ng bawat Pilipino ang bawat galaw ng pondo ng gobyerno. Nakalag, may petsa at may pirma at hindi basta-basta mababago o mapagsisinungalingan. Alam nating lahat na isa sa pinakamalaking suliranin ng ating bansa ay ang kultura ng pagiging reactionary. Madalas kumikilos lamang tayo kapag may problema na sa ekonomiya, sa seguridad o sa pamahalaan. Kaya po tayo ay nahuhuli sa mga bansa. Panahon na upang maging proactive po ang gobyerno at isang paraan ay ang digital transformation. Hindi na sapat ang papel at lumang sistema. Dapat na nating yakapin ang technology upang buwagin ang tinatawag ng ilan na profesionalismo sa korupsyon. Ang tanging paraan para matapos ay ang paggamit ng makabagong sistema na tapat, malinaw at maaaring suriin ng mamamayan. Tunay ngang naaangkop ang pangalan ng batas na ito. Citizens Access and Disclosure of Expenditures for National Accountability Act o KADENA, na kumakatawan sa kadena ng datos na nag-uugnay sa bawat dokumento, resibo at proyekto upang hindi maputol ang kwento ng pera ng bayan. Ang kadenang ito ay magdurugtong din sa pamahalaan at mamamayan bilang bigkis ng pagtitiwala. Taong 2015 po, nung una po akong ma-expose sa blockchain bilang panlaban sa terorismo. Ito po ang ginamit ng maraming bansa upang mapuksa ang mga terorista. Taong 2023 naman po nung ako ay maimbitahan sa isang blockchain forum kung saan aking nabanggit na ang hinaharap ng mundo ay digital, kaya't ang pamahalaan ay dapat maging digital. The world is going digital and our government should digitalize. Dapat tayong sumabay, hindi magpahuli. Ang technology gaya ng blockchain at open data systems ay makatutulong hindi lamang sa gobyerno, kundi pati sa maliliit na negosyo sa pamamagitan ng digital access. Nabibigyan natin ng patas na pagkakataon ang bawat Pilipino na makilahok sa ekonomiya ng mundo. Hindi na po dapat ito pagtalunan. Dahil ito po ay ginagamit na ng maraming bansa na gustong baguhin ang kanilang gobyerno at ang baguhin ang kanilang sistema. Kaya ako po ay buong puso pong sumusuporta sa Kadena Act ni Senator Bam Aquino at sa lahat po ng inisyatibong nagtutulak ng malinis, makabago at bukas na pamahalaan. Maraming salamat po.
We thank our distinguished colleague, our friend, brother, sponsor, the hardworking chairperson of the Committee on Science and Technology, Senator Bam Aquino, for this landmark piece of legislation which is a bold step, Mr. President, towards ensuring transparency, accountability, and public participation in the management of our nation's resources. Bilang isa sa mga co-author ng panukalang batas na ito, Mr. President, masasabi po natin that for too long, the processes surrounding our national budget have been shrouded in complexity, making it difficult for ordinary citizens to understand how public funds are allocated, how public funds are spent and managed. The Kadena Act addresses this by establishing a digital budget portal that will make government transactions accessible, traceable, and tamper-resistant. It will empower our citizens to scrutinize every peso spent, fostering trust in public institutions and deterring corruption. This bill is not just about technology, Mr. President. It's about transforming governance. By leveraging cutting-edge tools like distributed ledger technology and open-source systems, Cadena will ensure data integrity, interoperability, and security. It will provide real-time access to budget data, link disbursements to outcomes, and create channels for citizen feedback, making governance truly participatory. Moreover, Mr. President, the Cadena Act is a commitment to the Filipino people. A promise that their hard-earned taxes will be managed with honesty and integrity. It is a declaration that public funds belong to the people and must be used for their benefit, not for personal gain or corruption. Ginoong Pangulo, tayo na po ang magbukas ng daan tungo sa isang pamahalaang mas tapat, mas responsable at mas inklusibo. Sama-sama po nating itaguyod ang isang kinabukasan kung saan ang bawat Pilipino ay may kapangyarihang managot ang kanilang mga pinuno at masiguro na ang yaman ng taong bayan ay ginagamit upang itaas ang antas ng pamumuhay at magpatatag ng isang mas matibay na bansa. Higit po sa lahat, Ginoong Pangulo, tayo'y natutuwa dito sa panukalang batas na ito sapagkat ito po'y magiging armas. Magiging armas po ito ng mga inosente na ginagamit o minsan ay ginagamit ng mga sindikato sa kanilang mga illegal na operasyon. Again, we wish to thank our good colleague, Senator Bam Aquino, for allowing us to co-sponsor the measure and we look forward to its immediate passage. Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Pangulo, at pagpalain tayong lahat ng ating Panginoong Diyos.
Majority Leader.
Yes, Mr. President, Senators Go, Pangilinan, this representation would like to be made co-sponsor. Request that our co-sponsor speeches on Senate Bill number 1506 or that the Cadena Act be inserted to the records. Mr.
Yes, it will be inserted into the records.
Yes, likewise, Senator Tulfo and Estrada.
All right, so inserted.
Mr. President, I move that we suspend consideration of Senate Bill number 1506.
Any objection? Hearing none, consideration of the measure is suspended.
Mr. President, I move that we transfer from the calendar for ordinary business to the calendar for special orders committee report number 11 on Senate Bill number 1507. This is the bill institutionalizing the schools of living tradition. So move, Mr. President.
Any objection? Hearing none. The measure is transferred.
Mr. President, I move that we consider Senate Bill number 1507 under committee report number 11.
Any objection? Hearing none, consider the measure is in order. Break muna.
Minute suspension, Mr. President.
Session is suspended for 1 Senate minute.
We'll ask the Secretary to read the measure.
The Secretary will read the title of the measure without prejudice to inserting into the records the whole text.
An act institutionalizing the Schools of Living Traditions, SLT, amending Republic Act number 10066 or the National Cultural Heritage Act of 2009 as amended and appropriating funds therefore.
I move that we recognize the sponsor, Senator Lauren Legarda, the chairperson of the Committee on Culture and the Arts. So move, Mr. President.
Senator Lauren Legarda is recognized to sponsor the measure.
Thank you, Mr. President, distinguished colleagues. Our nation's soul is intricately woven through songs, stories, designs, and crafts. Across our archipelago, you can hear the rhythmic melodies of the hudhud chants of the Ifugao, the enchanting kulintang of the Maguindanao, and witness the delicate craftsmanship of piña weaving in Aklan. Each rhythm, each pattern carries the living memory of our ancestors, an enduring expression of our identity, our resilience, and our collective spirit. Today, I have the honor of sponsoring a measure that seeks to ensure these vibrant traditions do not merely survive, but thrive and evolve, an act institutionalizing the Schools of Living Traditions, SLT, amending Republic Act number 10066, or the National Cultural Heritage Act of 2009, as amended, and appropriating funds therefore. In 2021, the Schools of Living Traditions was inscribed in the UNESCO Register of Good Safeguarding Practices, recognizing its community-driven approach to safeguarding intangible cultural heritage. The Philippines is home to 222 indigenous cultural communities comprising 124 major groups and 98 subgroups representing more than 14 million indigenous peoples across Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Their rituals, chants, and craftsmanship are not merely cultural practices and creative expressions. They are living repositories of wisdom, values, and identity. Heritage systems passed from one generation to the next, sustaining our collective sense of nationhood. Many of these traditions have already gained global acclaim. The hudhud chants of the Ifugao and the Darangan epic of the Meranao have been inscribed by UNESCO into the representative list of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. On December 6, 2023, Aklan's Piña handloom weaving was also inscribed in the same prestigious list. These honors affirm that our cultural treasures are alive, nurtured by the hands, hearts, and minds of our communities. Yet, Mr. President, despite these remarkable achievements, the continuity of many living traditions remains fragile. Rapid modernization, the decline of intergenerational learning, limited institutional support for community-based education, and the absence of a permanent structure threaten their survival. Since the 1990s, we have steadfastly supported the National Commission for Culture and the Arts and its pioneering work through the Schools of Living Traditions. However, these initiatives have primarily operated through grants without a stable, long-term budgetary framework. This bill seeks to fill that critical gap. By institutionalizing the SLTs under the NCCA and establishing a dedicated center for each, we will create a sustainable platform for research, training, and coordination. This will empower cultural communities to remain the foremost custodians of their heritage, ensuring that their traditions are safeguarded, adapted, and transmitted with integrity and pride. This measure recognizes that our living traditions are not only cultural measures, but also sources of livelihood and innovation. Through SLTs, traditional crafts and practices can be integrated into the creative economy and tourism industries, linking heritage to inclusive growth. In this way, our ancestral wisdom becomes a foundation for sustainable development, where cultural authenticity drives creativity and prosperity. Mr. President, I earnestly urge for the swift passage of this measure. Let us ensure that progress and tradition walk hand in hand, guiding our nation towards a future that is not only modern and dynamic, but also deeply rooted in the strength of our cultural identity. May the flame of our living traditions continue to illuminate our nation's journey, reminding us that our heritage is not a relic of the past, but a living legacy that shapes our tomorrow. Thank you, Mr. President.
Majority Leader.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, Senator Jingo Estrada would also like to be made a co-sponsor, and he requests his speech to be inserted into the records. This is for Senate Bill number 1507. There's no, sorry, Mr. President, we didn't hear the,
So inserted into the records. Senator Robin Padilla is raising his hand.
oh, yes. Sponsor ka po? May we recognize Senator Robin Hood Padilla to co-sponsor the measure.
Senator Robin Padilla is recognized.
Maraming salamat po, Ginoong Pangulo. Nais ko lamang pong batiin ang aming iniidolo, Senator Loren Legarda, sapagkat sa matagal na panahon po na tayo po ay umiikot sa buong Pilipinas at pinupuntahan po ang ating mga cultural minorities. Siya po talaga ang kilala ng mga katutubo natin at siya po talaga ang kanilang tinatawag nilang heroine. Ako po ay saludo po sa inyong panukala na ito sapagkat naniniwala po ako na hanggat ang mga Pilipino ay hindi po kinikilala ang kayamanan na ibinibigay sa atin ng mga katutubo, hindi po tayo uunlad. At ito pong pagkilala sa kanilang kultura, sa kanilang sining, sa kanilang arts, tradisyon, ay mananatili po tayong ligaw. Dahil pagka tiningnan po natin ang lahat ng mga progresibong bansa, sabihin na po natin Australia, Amerika, sabihin na po natin sa Europe, kapag binanggit po ang mga bansa na yan, kinikilala po nila ang kanilang mga katutubo at ang respeto po nila ay napakataas, lalong-lalo na po sa kanilang mga ari-arian, lalong-lalo na po sa kanilang matatawag nating experience sa pamamahala. Kaya sana po, mga mahal kong kasama dito sa bulwagan na ito, suportahan po natin ito dahil tandaan po natin hanggat ang ating mga katutubo ay nasa pangil ng paghihirap at pang-aabuso natin mismong mga kultural na Pilipino, hindi po tayo uunlad. Yakapin po natin ang kanilang pagmamahal sa bayan na ito, katulad ng kanilang pagmamahal sa kanilang kapwa. Dahil yan po ang nakakalimutan natin, pagmamahal natin sa kapwa Pilipino. Kaya sana po, mga mahal kong kababayan, yakapin po natin ang panukala na ito. Maraming